What's up, guys? So this is, usually I don't post on Thursdays, but I had a lot of you guys message me about a really viral video on Instagram that came out. I don't know when it came out, but it was made by someone that I had followed previously. After I watched this video, I unfollowed them, and the reason is, I'm not saying this guy's a bad guy. I'm just saying one thing I don't like about social media is what it can often do to people, and the type of stuff that they're willing to post, or the type of stuff that they're willing to do in order to have a viral post. And this was undoubtedly a viral post. I'll read it out. I'll read the post out for you guys, and then I'll watch the video, and you guys will be watching the video with me. Post is by Wong Jiu-Jitsu, so giving the guy credit. Wrestler with big ego came into Jiu-Jitsu open mat trying to prove something. I'm very patient when it comes to the shenanigans, but there was too many violations for me not to respond. I love training with wrestlers and want them to train at my gym, but don't come in acting like you run the place. In Jiu-Jitsu, we can break your arms and legs, wrestlers. All right, let's watch the video. So he collar ties them. Another collar tie, he does a slide by attempt, nothing crazy, arm drag attempt. Tries to arm bar him, wrestler asks him to get up. Okay, he's in closed guard. He's putting the shoulder, or sorry, the forearm in the neck. Wong gets up, double legs him off the mat. Shows the kid being dramatic, and then he pop. He literally just posted himself popping. He just posted himself popping the knee of a white belt wrestler. Let me go back and look at that again. Let me turn on the volume. And then he puts, maybe I should be a chill wrestler today, in quotes. Let me watch that one more time. You guys can watch it with me one more time and turn off the volume. So he puts slap when the wrestler just does a basic collar tie. Grips of death. Wrestler tells him to get up. Okay, runs him off the mat again. All right, and then I looked through the comments because I was like, man, maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe I'm seeing this the wrong way. So a couple of you guys sent me this message. One of my best friends sent me this message too, asking what it was. I ignored it for a while, but then when he asked, I was like, why not? Let me make a video about it. And before I give my commentary, let's look at some of these comments here, right? Just scrolling through, you guys can see. I'm not gonna read them, but as you guys can see, these are clearly 90% negative comments, and honestly I totally agree with the comments. A really big thing that I saw in this video was, a really big issue with this video is it's sensationalizing little things, right? The person that this guy kind of followed, whatever, I believe it's Muggsy, he is getting mentored by this guy, and so Muggsy has lots of really great viral content. So sensationalizing the videos is one of the big techniques that Muggsy uses with pretty much all his clients. You can go literally look, and they pretty much all their videos all look the same. Okay, I'm not saying it's bad or good or whatever. So like, I take it with a grain of salt. Like all the stuff that he put, you know, all the dramatic captions that he put into the video. I think that's just what their little, you know, social media strategy is, and clearly it works. He had 28,000 likes, 29,000 likes at the time of this, 2,400 shares, and I'm sure more people than me are just making this video. So I don't care too much about that. But in context, I went and I kind of looked through this wrestler's profile, and I went and tried to look for comments from this wrestler, the guy who got his knee popped. And the dude is apparently brand new. The guy here tried to say that he'd been training for 3 or 4 years, and the wrestler was like, no, bro, like that's not true at all. I'm a brand new white belt. Like, I'm just visiting. He doesn't even do jiu-jitsu. And now this gets to the problem of why I don't really like this, why I hate this video. I don't hate the guy. I'm not saying I dislike the guy. I dislike his post. I'm not saying that he is a bad guy, but you gotta understand, like, it's pretty obvious that this guy was a new wrestler. He wasn't even going that hard, and let's say he was going hard. It's not impressive to heel hook someone who's never defended heel hooks before. My second jiu-jitsu match ever, at my very first tournament, I got heel hooked in like 13 seconds. Who cares, right? So you're heel hooking someone who's a white belt, who's also a wrestler. Why didn't you just put him to sleep? You're so good, you're so tough, you're so amazing. Why didn't you just take his bag and put him to sleep. That's a lot better. Instead, you pop the guy's ACL, MCL, LCL, I don't know the anatomy. You pop the inside of his knee to get a really viral moment on Instagram, and no one agreed with you. No one agreed. Like, there was no one besides your mentor who agreed that there was anything cool about the video. You know, I saw words going around like corny, stupid, people saying you're a brown belt, you should know better. And I totally agree. I think it's like outrageous. Like, why would you do that? I think if you're a higher belt and you're training with someone who's a wrestler and they're being rough, you should communicate with them. You should be like, hey bro, you know, you're being rough, you're doing too much, can you please calm down? Not, oh, break their knee. And some of this guy's defense, some of his comebacks or whatever were, oh, you guys didn't see the full 5-minute round, you just saw this clip. Well, you're like, hey man, you're the one who made the clip. We didn't make the clip. The people made the clip, and no matter what that wrestler did, if he was going too rough, you could be like, hey, let's just stop this round. We're not doing this. You're doing too much. Or you could just communicate with him and be like, hey man, I know you're new to this. Let's calm down. And if you didn't want to quit the round for some reason, because that's your ego, you talked about this wrestler has a big ego. Well, maybe you, the jiu-jitsu guy, has a big ego. And this is coming from a jiu-jitsu guy who's also a former wrestler. But we all have an ego, right? This person's just a little bit more inflated than others. I think that it's really discouraging if you're someone who is a wrestler who sees this, who's never done jiu-jitsu before. You know, it gives jiu-jitsu people a bad look. It's the same as if a jiu-jitsu guy came to a wrestling practice and I did a video of where I did a double leg, and not only did I finish the double leg hard, maybe I spun the guy all the way around and I made him crack his neck on the mat. This guy's like in the comments saying, oh, he's not hurt, blah, 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 while the wrestler who's actually in the video is saying, on the contrary, this wasn't cool. I was not happy about this. Why'd you post this video? You guys have seen me post rolling videos, stuff like that, but I've always gotten consent. I think rolling videos can be a sensitive thing because at the end of the day, it's just practice. It doesn't matter. It's just training. At the end of the day, live training is essentially just as important as drilling. It doesn't matter what you did. Now, there's fun stuff, cool clips, fun moments, but it shouldn't be an opportunity for you to be bullying people on it, you know? Like, watch a good channel that does this well is B Team, right? They'll show Nicky Rod killing somebody, but then they'll show Nicky Rod getting foot swept by some guy you never known, right? They do a good job of making it to where they're not bullying, you know, the people in this video. This guy recorded a video with someone he didn't know who was a white belt, who happened to be a wrestler, and I think because the guy was a wrestler, he was intimidated and he felt the need to kind of puff his chest out and do the whole dramatic Instagram reel video because he knew it was going to do well. That stuff does well. Sensationalism does really well, but you know, it's really disappointing, honestly. I kind of like this guy's page before. Again, it doesn't mean I hate the guy. I'm just not going to follow him because, you know, that's just kind of just how it is. You follow who you want to follow. And this is not someone that I personally want to watch. I think this behavior is immature. I think it's beneath you. I think if you're a brown belt, you should probably know better. And not only is he a brown belt, he's a brown belt who competes pretty consistently. He's not high level. So I guess this is his way of winning, you know, getting viral videos is his way of winning. And believe me, there's no issue with viral videos on my end, right? I post a lot of content. I'm a content creator. I'm here posting on YouTube, but do better. You know, that's all I would say about this is do better. That was unnecessary, right? Maybe you got lucky and it was only a couple pops instead of actually something tearing, but maybe next time it won't and you just look like a jerk. Let's try to keep each other safe. It's not cool to post videos of us popping each other's joints unless it's in competition, because then, hey, it's competition. But yeah, please stop saying big ego this or that when you're the one posting for the views. Thanks. Talk to you guys next time.